Have you ever imagined that something as ordinary as a cup of tea could become the perfect murder weapon? It was a peaceful autumn morning in a quiet English village. Margaret Ellis, a retired schoolteacher, followed her usual routine. Every morning at exactly 9 o'clock, she visited her favorite cafe, ordered an Earl Grey tea with a slice of lemon cake, and enjoyed the calm start to her day. But on this ordinary Tuesday, everything changed. Moments after taking a few sips of her tea, Margaret suddenly grabbed her chest. Her hands began to tremble, her teacup slipped to the floor, and within seconds, she collapsed. Despite the rapid arrival of paramedics, she was pronounced dead before reaching the hospital. At first, doctors believed she had suffered a heart attack, but Detective Inspector Daniel Carter wasn't convinced. Witnesses insisted Margaret had looked perfectly healthy just moments earlier. The truth emerged during the post-mortem examination. Toxicology tests revealed a rare fast-acting poison in her bloodstream. This wasn't a natural death. Someone had deliberately poisoned her tea. The investigation immediately focused on everyone who had access to the drink. The waitress insisted she had prepared it normally. The cafe owner confirmed that all the ingredients were fresh. Even more puzzling, no other customer became ill. Forensic experts carefully examined the broken teacup. What they discovered changed the entire investigation. The poison wasn't mixed into the tea. Instead, it had been carefully applied beneath the rim of Margaret's cup. Every sip dissolved a tiny amount of poison into the drink, making it almost impossible to detect. Security camera footage showed a man briefly speaking with Margaret before she drank her tea, but detectives later proved he was only an old friend, stopping to say hello. The real breakthrough came when investigators looked closely at a new cafe employee named Oliver Grant. A search of his apartment uncovered laboratory gloves, chemical containers, and evidence linking him to the rare poison. Even more shocking, Oliver wasn't his real name. He was actually Simon Drake, a former laboratory technician with a criminal past. Detectives soon uncovered his motive. Years earlier, Margaret had testified in court against Simon's father in a fraud case. Simon blamed her for destroying his family and had spent years planning revenge. By taking a job at the cafe Margaret visited every morning, he had created the perfect opportunity. When confronted with the forensic evidence, Simon finally confessed. The jury found him guilty of murder, and he was sentenced to life imprisonment. Margaret's fortune was donated to children's charities, fulfilling her final wish and ensuring that her kindness would continue to make a difference. The poisoned tea case remains one of the most chilling examples of how an ordinary, everyday object can become the perfect murder weapon.